It's your boy Zero coming at you with episode number 20 of this MLB Road to the Show series. And we will be taking on the Detroit Tigers in this episode. So far, at the very least. I'm not sure how long this episode's going to last or who we play after this. But it is Detroit so far, as I whip a ball, and it should in fact be a single. It's a nice stop by, it is in fact a single, it's a nice stop by the third baseman over there. And I advance a couple of runners, so that's always nice to hear. As good old Travis d'Arnaud lines out to the shortstop there. Not sure if I mentioned this, my number is now 26 instead of 21 like it was in the minors. It also, at one point in time, was 27 for a brief moment as I gunned that man out trying to head over to third. Mostly because Bob Lemon, I believe, has his number 21 retired by the Guardians. And 26 is currently what I'm wearing at the moment, as that ball is belted and hit out for a home run. That is my 9th of the year, which is always great. I don't hit him far, but I hit him, so that's always good to see. Yeah, 27 was my number for I think like 1 or 2-ish episodes. And then, a second here. And it is now 26 due to reasons, I guess, but I'm going to be keeping it at 26 for the time being, I suppose. The other two numbers that I would have selected would have been 24, but that is, in fact, worn by... So we fell off that pitch. That is worn by Tristan McKenzie. 24 would, of course, be the number that legends in other sports like Kobe Bryant have worn, but more importantly, my favorite baseball player of all time, Grady Sizemore, wore back when he played for this Cleveland franchise. Or 17, which is a number I wore. I think that was the first number I wore when I was playing youth baseball. I then transitioned over to number 21, which I suppose is my favorite number now. As that ball is belted again, that's another two-run home run, cutting this lead down to just one. And that is what you like to see, baby. 466 feet. My goodness. Yeah, 3 for 3 on the day with 2 blast-offs and 1 weird little dip single thing. That ball was a tough take for me. So it could have gone either way, but it did in fact go my way, which is nice. That one's also a tough take, so I'm just kind of getting lucky with a couple of these. Also, 90-mile-an-hour changeup. That is a fast changeup.
Fly ball down the line, and no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. And another ball.
I'll take an inside pitch for ball 3 there to hopefully try and get myself aboard on this bottom of the 7th inning. We'll get myself aboard with a double, actually. I was going to say a single, that is in fact a double instead. And a single is much better, don't know what I'm saying. A double is in fact much better than a one-base walk, which is the usual kind of walk you get in baseball, although technically in the rules I believe you can straight up just on a walk round first and go to second, and at that point, once you've rounded first, it's a live ball, I believe. But I'm not sure if that applies to the MLB. As Travis d'Arnaud pops out for out number 1. Very helpful, Mr. d'Arnaud. I believe he was on the Guardians roster this year. Stoked, but in this universe, anything is possible. Mariano takes a walk, and that brings up Andres Jimenez, who's worked himself into a hole of a 1-2 count here. Let's see what he can do with it. That is almost a strikeout, but is in fact a double play. That is not great. Still down by 1. Here, let's try and change that, as that is not going to help. But this should help, as I easily gun out whoever was trying to get over there. We actually do tie up the ball game in the bottom of the 8th here. Hopefully that can give us the lead as we have 2 men on. Yeah, that's a sinker pitch that I probably should have hit here. And a triple shy of the cycle, which is very cool. That will not, in fact, be a cycle. But it actually is going to be a single. Which means I go, I believe that's 5 for 5 now. A ball that was 60 miles an hour off my bat. But that's a hit nonetheless, I guess.
This one in the air.
And Travis D'Arnaud once again pops out. That, goodness me, we need someone different following me in my batting order. As Gio Urshela, a former Cleveland player, I believe, comes up. And I might not get there in time. Never mind, I just have enough speed to get there, and we do, in fact, walk it off in some inning or another. I believe it actually is, in fact, the bottom of the 9th as well. 5 for 5 on the day with 2 home runs, a double, and 2 singles. So, I'm playing phenomenal at the moment. That pitch almost hits me. Not fun, but hopefully we can hit this pitch here. Well, we do hit the pitch, it's just foul. Also hit that pitch, but it goes right into the glove of Matt Manning to end the inning. Ball probably wouldn't have even gone through anyway, but would have given me a better chance at getting on base. So I make a easy catch to get Andy Ibanez out. So 0 for 1 on the day so far, but the bases are loaded for me to hopefully, I was gonna say hit a grand slam, but I appear to have caught Travis D'Arnaud as I pop out myself, which is not what you like to see. As this game is flying by, as it's immediately the bottom of the 6th, and we have no runs on the board from either team, which I suppose isn't really that odd, considering the fact that baseball scores do often down to 1-run games, but having no scoring is just like odd to see, I guess.
Next pitch is downstairs.
So I try and work my way on base.
That one ripped.
Don't think that'll get it there. No, might.
And he can't quite get there.
That is a very close foul ball that I would have actually liked to take another look at, but we can't because that pitch is coming in for a ball. I mean, that ball fell, so I was kind of hoping. That ball should as well get down. Unless, yeah, it gets down. It's going to go for 3 here. This could be a bad decision. So I slide into the tag, which is not what I wanted to do there. And I get out trying to advance to third. This guy should as well be out, I hope. He is by a good bit as I make a fantastic throw out in center field to keep this game tied at 0-0, and it's no longer tied because Detroit has scored some runs in between that time period.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
So I take a grand old hack at a pitch and miss very badly.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
That's a knuckle curve that confused me very much so. Good for strike two. That one won't give me a swing. It's also nowhere near the zone, so I stay alive in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him
Oof. Don't stay alive in that one. And that is the end of the game with us losing 3-0. End the day with a technical double, I suppose. But that brings us to Game 3 of this episode, still against Detroit.
Rips that one center field. That's a base hit.
That ball will put runners at the corners. Hopefully, Logan Allen can get out of this one. He does not, as he gives up 3 in the first inning. But Reese Olson appears to be doing the same here, as he also has 2 men on and no outs. And that is a 3-run home run for myself, my 10th of the season. And that ties up this ball game here. It's actually my 11th. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Back now at Progressive Field, except for the bottom of the third. So in now for Cleveland, Aiden Kerr.
The fireworks are still going off in the background, but we are back up to the plate. Still a 3-3 ball game. That ball is hit foul. I've immediately become... that's a bad swing. Don't know what I'm doing there. But as I was saying, I've immediately become tied for first on this team with home runs at 11. If that doesn't really... Sorry. If that doesn't really testify to the Guardians not really being a power-hitting team, I don't know what does. I know for a fact that they, last year I believe, were the absolute worst at hitting long balls. I think they barely just crossed the 100 threshold with total home runs.
And that extends the inning.
It's me only having 11, and we're, I think, around 100 games into the season. Doesn't really bode well for the numbers if I'm tied for first on the team.
Ground ball up the middle. A sliding play at short. They get the out, and
Oof.
that'll do it.
It's a great play by Javi Baez out of the shortstop position to get me to go down to like a wheel fielder's choice type deal there. But we're up 7-4 in the 7th, so doesn't really matter all that much. So that's a chopper that will just ground me out to kind of end these last series of bad at-bats, but Detroit takes the lead back, and we're still within 1, though, so it's an 8-7 ball game. That ball's going to get down from Jake Rogers, and it feels like I'm no longer really grabbing fly balls anymore. It's just like a lot of fielding on hops, which is fine. I don't really see a problem with that, but I would like more putouts and assists, so we might get one here from Spencer Torkelson. Or that will be an easy catch out in center field. It was either going to be off the wall, but a leaping catch it is. As we come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th with a chance to walk it off, as it is an 8-8 ball game. 1-4 with a dub. I completely forget what I had. I think I had a single. I don't know though. No, I had a home run. I have no clue what I've done this game. Just made a catch that I suppose has gone to my head. Hopefully, oof, should have taken a hack of that one there. But hopefully, I can hit a home run and just very quickly end the game, as that ball is weirdly going to allow me to get safe at first. It's a base hit, nonetheless. Steal situation for me. And I do not take off as Alex Lang really likes a good pitch. However, that should in fact be a stolen base, and it is. That's a pass ball. I'm not going to attempt an advance there. So I had slid down, and that would not have given me an optimal opportunity to take third. That's a pickoff attempt, which should not even come close. Jose Ramirez has worked himself into an 0-2 count. Let's just hope. Well, let's just hope that he can pass me over, but he does not. It grounds out to the third baseman. Highly touted prospect this season, Kyle Manzardo, comes up. What can he do at the plate? That's in fact a strikeout, and not good. Well, last chance to walk this off in the ninth, Bo Naylor. And that honestly just might do it. So close to being gone. But it does not happen, as the game does in fact end in favor of the Detroit Tigers. Ouch. As we continue what I believe shall be the final game against Detroit in this series. That ball might actually get out for a home run, unless I have anything to say about it in center field. And hey, I do! So Akil Baddoo, no home run for you, and we shall continue to take this game one batter later, I suppose, as I grab up two putouts, as just last game I was complaining about not getting any, so maybe I should stop complaining. So first at bat of this game starts off with a ball.
Only 18 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
That is a foul ball, which I probably should not have swung at in the first place.
You haven't been in many games as a fan. Just missed.
That's an outside, actually an inside ball. I apologize. It's ball two. Ball is neither outside nor inside. It's just in fact in the zone, and I fly out to the right fielder. Lovely.
Man at second with one away. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
Back out in my center field spot. Hopefully
and a pitch.
Field something. That. Am I gonna have two home run robberies this game?
Kerr raging back towards the wall. And that one is
never mind. Now that ball's just gone. Okay. Well,
just clears the wall.
Not enough hops on me to get over, or get up, I suppose, and grab that ball and keep it in the field.
First offering is fouled off.
Hopefully, I can just get myself on base here and give us a chance to cut this lead down. So that ball is belted out in right center field. That's usually where most of my hits, in fact, go. And that shall be a double for myself.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. I'll tell you.
So I suppose failed to challenge there, as that ball might not have been inside the zone. We shall see what it was next at bat.
Nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Fires to first on the run, and that is that.
Well, it's the end of the fourth there. They do in fact come up, and that ball was in fact outside of the strike zone, but not by much. I feel they should have given that to me, but they didn't want to, as that ball just popped out to the first baseman as I break my bat like an idiot. But this lead has in fact been cut down by my Cleveland ball club to 1. Hopefully I can cut it down even more as I attempt to pod Stephen Kwan and Josh Naylor over, hopefully Kwan home.
Hot shot to first.
Well,
And he snags it to end
it's a line drive out to the first baseman, and in effect the end of the game, but we do walk it off, giving us the win. So I only get a double in that one for my only hit of the day, but we shall move on to this next series against Philly. But before that, I believe I have a code that shall help me. Well, it's a full-on skill set code. Yep. All the great things that help me. So I shall assign that now. I am now immediately up to an 85 overall. So that shall help me greatly. So I jump up 7 overall points. And we shall.
Here's the center fielder, Aiden Kerr.
Crushing the ball even more so.
Performance recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
And that, in fact, is what is happening, as that ball is blasted out of left field for a 2-run shot.
And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. He only needed
396, 12 on the year. 396 feet, sorry, 12 home runs on the year. Would be a bit odd if I had 396 home runs within, like, 20-ish games. That's a big 12-6 curve that I just am nowhere near.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
It's a single change that I'm also nowhere near. My power is boosted up to 92 as it was in the 80s, and my vision's at 97. My clutch still has some work to do, though.
Stays alive. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man.
That was a very close fastball inside. That changeup is not as close, however. Football 2. Looking at 2-2 count so far. Going on. Down by 1. That's a sinker ball that I maybe should have been on a bit more, but hopefully next time, if he throws that pitch, I will be on it. I am battling. How many pitches is that? This is going to be the 8th pitch coming up in this at-bat here. Hopefully, I can belt it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Maybe I just shouldn't have swung at that, but to stay alive as the 9th pitch is coming up right about now.
That one misses. 3-2.
Well, make that 10 pitches coming up, as I have a chance to load the bases here, or possibly clear them.
That smash towards center.
Well, don't really do anything, but it should in fact be an OBI sacrifice fly, and it is, as I tie up the game here.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
And everyone's favorite batter, Nick Castellanos, comes up to the plate and allows me a showtime diving catch chance here. And oh baby, wouldn't you know it, I dive swiftly and gracefully and make a grand old diving catch out in center field, which brings me back up for my 3rd at-bat of this game. I already have a home run and a sacrifice fly for a couple of OBIs in this one, as that is a circle change swung on for a foul ball.
Started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
That ball just barely does not get through. It's a great play by Trey Turner, I believe, unless something happened with Philly and Trey Turner. But it's a double play ground out to end that inning, and that is a bad PCI movement, as I probably shouldn't have moved it at all. But we are up 5-3 on Philly at the moment, and that will not help process at all. So that is a double play ground out.
Bottom of the inning. This This is Bryson Stott.
which is not what you want to see.
Now fly ball
Bryson
right
Stott
on the move to the alley.
flies out
He's
to
got it.
himself,
One down.
almost batting me back to the warning track, but just doesn't get there, as Philly has pulled it to within one at 6-5, but I get intentionally walked, so none of that really matters to me, as they bring up Josh Naylor, who arguably is having a better day than me, with a home run and a single. It's a pop fly, so a lot of people catching Lodano in this particular episode. So while it does not, in fact, end the game, it brings up Trey Turner to the plate, and hopefully allows myself to gun out the final man at home plate, and I, in fact, do. A brilliant throw to keep us in the winning column in this game, and I believe that is a fitting place to end this episode, in fact, as we win 6-5 over Philadelphia. Hit a 2-run bomb in the first, get intentionally walked in the ninth, but more importantly in the ninth, we make a grand throw to end the game and this episode, and I shall see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.